Okay, this is a video lesson. This is a little introduction to playing the guitar and an easy lesson on how to play Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. First two things I'm going to talk about, one is a capo. That's this clothespin looking thing. There's a lot of different kinds of capos. I don't recommend any of them other than this kind. I think they retail for somewhere around 15 bucks. You can get them at Best Buy, you can get them at music stores. Great investment, they last forever. I've had this one for over a decade and it still works as well today as the day I got it, and I use it all the time. Best thing about it is when you're not using it, you clip it on your guitar so you don't lose it. So my guitar is tuned down to E flat. It's down a half step. I'm going to put the capo on the first fret so that it's standard tuning. I always tune down a half step because it makes it a little bit easier to play. The strings bend easier. The tone's better. It's a little bit deeper, but it also makes everything a little bit easier to sing. The other thing I'm going to address is tuners. This is a guitar tuner that you would just place on the neck of your guitar. You turn it on and you just start plucking the string, and you'll have a display that will tell you when you're in tune. It could not be any easier than that, and I am reasonably in tune. And to start with, I'm just gonna go through and play all the notes. I'm not gonna play them real slow, just so that this video isn't ridiculously long, but you can always stop it and make sure that you're in tune. So this is your E, this is your A, this is your D, your G, your B, and your E. Okay, so take as much time as you need with that and pause this for right now. The other option that you have for tuning your guitar is if you're again, I'm going to be tuned down a half step so the notes won't be quite the same, but if you take your finger and you put it in the 7th fret, or the 5th fret rather, I'm sorry. That's true with every string except for one, and I'll show you when you get to it. You want the notes to be the same. Now when you get to this string, this is the third one from the bottom, this is your G string, you're going to go down to the 4th fret. Don't ask me why. Then with this you're going to go back up to the 5th fret. Okay, so I'm going to put the capo back on. So now, when you go to play, it should be in tune. And the song Landslide has an intro that is played something like this. This is the easy version for it. It's for people that want to play and sing. Right? Everybody knows that. So what you're playing is you're playing a C chord, which is your your index finger on the 1st fret on the B string. Then you're going to skip a string in the 2nd fret, or you're going to skip 2 strings rather in the 2nd fret. So it's 2nd fret on the D string and the 3rd fret on the A string. So there's your C chord. Okay. The next chord that you need to know, take your index finger, 2nd fret on the A string, and your ring finger, 3rd fret on the B string. Then you're going to play an A minor chord. 1st fret, 1st fret B string, and then one up from that, you're going to put your finger in the 2nd fret, one up from that, finger in the 2nd fret. That's an A minor chord. Now the C and the A minor are standard chords. If you have trouble remembering it, look them up online. They're as standard as you can possibly get. So basically the chords that you know so far are this. Okay? The other chords you're going to need to know. A G chord. 3rd fret for the low E, 2nd fret for the A, and 3rd fret for the high E. And the rest is open. Okay, the next chord you're going to need to know is a D chord, and you're going to put an F sharp in the bass. So, in the 2nd fret, starting with the bottom, you're going to put your middle finger in the 2nd fret. You're going to skip one string and put your index finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. Then you're going to put your thumb down in between the 2 and the 3rd fret, your ring finger down in between the 2 and the 3rd fret, and your thumb you're going to put over the low E string in the 2nd fret. Now, adding the F sharp in the bass, which is what the 2nd fret is, may be a little bit hard for you. It's kind of a crucial part of the song, but until you get used to playing the other chords, don't worry about it quite so much. Okay. The chorus is a G chord, a D chord, a D7, which is like the D. Instead of this finger being in the 3rd fret, it's going to be in the 1st fret. So take your index finger, second string, 1st fret, and these two are going to be in the 2nd fret like they were for the D chord. Then an E minor chord, which is for the A and the D string. It's just these two notes. And all the other chords I've already showed you. So make a mental note of what those different chords are, and we'll progress from there.